What's up, two-toners? I don't know what do we want to call? What do we call the fans, the listeners?
I like the toners. Like that's kind of
Toners. You tonists.
It's close to boners. Get it?
Toners. Big toners.
Yeah. There we go.
You little toners. What's up? Jesus.
We got.
Chair
Are you on?
so
Did you borrow the chair that I used to have? What the fuck?
Dude, I need to get something a little bit better.
You need to get a secret lab, bro. Change your life.
That's your gaming chair?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Let me just turn my World of Warcraft edition.
Dang. Does it have your, is your butt like molded to it now?
There's like grease stains on it.
No. There's a little hole in the bottom.
There's a hole, yeah. I mean, honestly, like for like an office chair type of thing, like they have really good support, and like you don't have to get something obnoxious like that.
Yeah.
Marty. But they have like different types of leathers and like designs and stuff, so they are kind of expensive, but if you're on the market for a really good chair,
yeah, that's not bad.
Shout out Secret Lab for the sponsor.
Yeah.
I wish.
You need to sponsor the podcast.
Yeah.
Keep saying I want to get a new chair. This is just temporary for right now, but trying to get something a little bit nicer that'll not creak as much. I had like a solid wood chair. I think that's why it was like a dining room chair. So it's like
just nice. Yeah, that thing ain't making noise.
Yeah. So
is your mic? Is it like are you using the Nano or whatever, the Yeti?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is what's the setting on in the back? Because you sound a little more echoey.
I do. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you like might have hit that or something.
Let me see if my stuff's actually microphone. Oh yeah, it's not even on. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Is that better?
That's a lot better. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't select the right. I guess for some reason it restarted the whole thing. I was like, well, I did think I sounded weird. But...
Yeah, I was wondering why the audio sounded a little odd too.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay, let's restart this.
No, we gotta keep it going.
Dude, the dogs are barking in the back. What's going on?
Right. It's 10:40. We're half asleep.
Yeah, it's a late night. A late night or something.
We don't. We can't. No redos.
We never do. We always say, we'll just cut it, and we never do.
It's for posers.
Dude, Motionless in White song.
We got some heat the last couple weeks.
That was a ripper.
See, this is the great thing about doing this is like, there's some weeks that you don't get anything, and it's just kind of fillers, and we just kind of bullshit, and then you get weeks like the last two or three. I don't say like song of the year, type stuff, but like a wide variety and all just like top notch quality.
Yeah,
real good stuff.
I was super impressed when I heard it. I was like, oh wow. I had seen like a reaction video, and I had it because I guess I had like YouTube just going in the background at work, and I guess it was Nick Nocturnal doing his thing, and then I didn't get to watch it all, and I was like. It sounded pretty crazy because I heard like the really high pitch, like the higher screams and stuff, and I was like, "Whoa, it's kind of crazy." I didn't get to hear the whole song, but when I finally listened to it all the way through, I was like, "Shit."
Yeah, dude, that'd be sweet if we could have Nick on. That'd be fun.
That would be cool.
I feel like he'd be one of the like we have a whole list lined up, but like super easy to get along with because he's like everything about his channel super relatable and. I'll DM him and see what he says.
The least we can do is try. Danny never got back to me at all, man. He just left me
Disrespect.
out. That's okay. They just shot a music video. He's
like, they suck anyways. So.
Yeah, they didn't freaking try. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so let's check out the Slaughterhouse.
So we got Brian from Knocked Loose.
Yeah. Which you could tell right from the right from the get-go. It sounded like a very Knocked Loosey type of song.
Yeah.
So is Brian? What instrument does he play? Is he vocals or is he?
He's vocals.
Okay.
I don't think he's guitar. I think they have. I think they have two, unless he does rhythm. I don't know. Look that up. Look that up for me. You got a you got a faster computer than I do.
I did it on my phone.
Oh yeah,
Let's
true.
see.
I think he's just vocals.
Let's see, I'm just going to live perform. Yeah, I think he's just vocals.
What's their guitarist name? I feel like I've heard his name before.
Sorry.
I watched a rig rundown from.
Gosh, I'm so. Nico.
Who's the other one?
Calderon. I don't know.
It's just one.
That's all that's showing.
Are you on like past members?
There's Cole Crutchfield. It says he left Knocked Loose. I don't know, man.
Isaac Hale. Is he still in Knocked Loose? Holy shit! Are we just finding out that Isaac Hale is no longer in the band? He's got to be.
I'm surprised his name didn't pop up.
Knocked Loose. Let's go to their Wikipedia page. That's Isaac, Nico, Kevin. They have two Kevins. That would get annoying. Yep, Brian. So Isaac's still in there. He plays Ibanez. He's a homie.
Cool.
They got some really cool stuff. I'm not a huge hardcore guy. I think it's cool for a couple songs, and it just gets really annoying.
Yeah, I've never got into them.
But the shows are always super cool, and the energy. It's more of a.
I'm trying to see what songs I even have by them on my phone.
You know they're famous, the Arf Arf and Counting Worms.
Oh, that's right. Knocked Loose.
They had a blue
Counting Worms, Serpent's Touch.
They had a blue album that was pretty good. I think it was blue.
Let's see which one.
Yeah. A different shade of blue. That's what the album's called.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on the money. Gosh, look like
they got some cool stuff.
We got some positive feedback, man, from our last video episode. Yeah.
Video episode, is it us?
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
What, you mean YouTube?
No, Spotify. Like if you go to our Spotify, if you look us up on
Can you watch videos on Spotify?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Oh no.
Are you twisting my arm?
Are you looking? Are you looking it up?
I'm on our Spotify right now.
Yeah, play an episode. Like play the most recent episode.
On a bird and body and listen to a question. Save data by just streaming the audio. Oh wait.
Oh, there's an option to choose.
That's us. Nice. I didn't know that was. Since when could you do that on Spotify? Since when? When is that a thing?
I don't know. I know that they've been doing it. Like Joe Rogan has his on there.
Yeah, well,
and then
I'm not on the JRE market like you.
Yeah, so
I'm not putting that horse stuff in my body.
Yeah. So except
cool. That's cool. You learn something new every day. I did not know that.
Yeah, some folks are like sending me messages. Dude, nice. That's cool. Like that. Y'all have video now.
They're like the white guy needs to tan more.
Yeah. Are you the YouTube channel's looking pretty okay?
I haven't even looked at it. I'm afraid you put something up there of us. And I was like, nah.
No,
I don't want to watch it.
We have. It was funny putting the whatchamacallit. Where's it at? Oh, it's because it's okay. That's why. Okay, because it's private. The
Oh yeah.
yeah, our video on YouTube. What was I was trying to say something, man. My brain's not cooking right now.
All right.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's all.
Let's
all
get into the breakdowns.
The reactions are doing okay. I got one that's doing okay. But yeah, guys, check out our YouTube. We got a whopping single digit subscribers. So you go check it out, man. Which I mean, to do a reaction video takes like 10 minutes. So let's just literally do the reaction and post it, and then I had the little intro thing that I made on Canva real quick and throw it together. But
if it's good, it's good. If it sucks, well, sucks.
Then I delete it.
Move on to the next one.
Exactly. And then it's funny because like I had the Architects one, the one that I got really into and I was really excited about it. That one had like the worst listens.
Really?
It's like the America. I did one on like Architects, and I did one on like Korn's new song, and then like some other metalcore band, and nothing. And then the one for America's Got Talent, Golden Buzzer, has the most.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah. I like those. I was like, oh wow.
Is that where they get all the like 5 stars from everybody? Is that what the Golden Buzzer is? They get all thumbs
No, it's
up
like one person can like send them all the way to like the final.
Oh shit! Who gets that power?
Each of the judges, I think, gets 1 per season.
Wow, so that's a big.
Yeah, it's like a huge. Like you got to be like a phenomenal. So
You gotta be like me. Oh, cool. All right.
Dude, that dude I sent you was pretty sick, man.
What'd you send?
The TikTok guy.
Oh yeah, he's good.
I was like, shit. I was
Yeah,
like,
they're a little late to the party. I was doing that shit in 2014, and now they're.
I was like, man.
I like watching those. It's fun. I just wish people would do more with it, because like I've heard bluesy scales over Taylor Swift and Harry Styles before. Like it's not that impressive to me anymore. Like I want somebody to just
shred it.
I want not even that. Like I just want to hear. I don't know. I don't want to hear some basic Marshall amp gain over a Harry Styles song. Like surprised me, you know.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I was like, "Damn, this dude's."
They're really good. Like a lot of those people are, you know, can shred. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't get excited over that anymore. Like I want to hear the drop Q or like, you know, the whole polyphia like thumping over.
Yeah.
Like you know. My millennial brain needs that kind of stuff.
There's one dude I've seen that does like these insanely good covers on like acoustic over pop songs and stuff. And it's nuts.
That would be cool. Yeah.
What's his name?
Marty. Water.
If I can find it.
Like, what's his TikTok's name? Straight Jack 17.
Straight Jack _17. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll find it eventually. But we got the main thing we were talking about. Everybody's like, just get back to the focus, bros. Focus.
Get back.
Motionless in White. Not Masterpiece.
Break down the wall again. Boom, boom.
Slaughter. Welcome to the slaughterhouse.
That's what I thought of. I was like, please have like a pig squeal.
Let's just play it. Is it good on volume?
Yeah, it's good. I'm like, what?
has a very like the hardcore sound, but the fact that they add in the wah 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 makes it motionless and
Yeah.
white.
So I was getting like a huge, like obviously Brian's vocals are very hardcore, and like that whole like two steppy is very hardcore, but it's also like you got the motionless sound, and their motionless is slowly evolving into like a Slipknot type of like they've had very Slipknot riffs over the last couple albums, and like in this, I don't know if you're listening to on every snare, it sounds like if Clown was hitting his big keg with a baseball bat. It's like very. So I think if you listen for that, like it's very Slipknot kind of
Interesting.
inspired from that, like the percussive side.
Cool.
Squealy.
Yeah, it has like just that. I'm trying to get the pick up the. I mean, the themes obviously like the governmental,
Yeah.
type of thing, which is kind of.
I like their the single cover they promoted with it was the Oscar Mayer hot dog pack. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Yeah, Google that real quick. It's pretty funny.
What am I?
It just looks like a
Sorry.
Slaughterhouse motionless single cover, I guess. That's the one thing I love about motionless. Like they don't take themselves too seriously. Like, especially in this upcoming, call out line. Like he has a bunch of very cheesy, just self-aware type of.
That's the first time I'm seeing that hot dog.
It's pretty funny, right?
Yeah, interesting.
And like all like the, USDA inspected. Like they went, very
Non-universal equality, non-universal health care. No,
it's
end in
very
sight.
detailed. Yeah.
3+ breakdowns, 4-minute 24 runtime, made with 100% real human suffering. Now with even more blood, sweat, and tears, made in the USA. Fully cooked, not presented, keep refrigerated, fuck them all, turn it up. Inspect in the US. What else can we find here? Established in 2006. Net worth extremely heavy. That's funny. Made in Scranton, PA. Packaged in
Hell yeah.
something County, Kentucky.
I sweat blood from Stockholm to Scranton.
Still here. Still.
What a line. What a song.
Okay, let's keep going. Let me fast forward just a little bit.
This is the consequence of our lives. You sit back as we collapse, left to fight over scraps. While you auction off our rights to buy your crown. It's hard to stop the bleeding, harm from hooks, barely breathing. We'll now break down the wall again. Break down the wall. One mutilation and
San Antonio and
Cut you up, cut you up, cut you down at your knees. Watch you beg like
Feedback is so good.
Cut you up, rip the teeth from your mouth. You won't survive in this slaughterhouse.
a little,
Fire truck chord.
Cut you up,
yeah.
cut you down at your knees. Watch you beg like a rat.
One more time.
Cut you up, rip the teeth from your mouth. You won't survive in your slaughterhouse.
The chorus is so strong on that too.
Yeah, they always write good choruses.
Right. Which I didn't think it would have one when I first when you open up with Brian and a hardcore a pit yell out, or call out type of yell. I'm like, there's probably no chorus on this song, when that's fine. And then they put one.
Straight yelling the whole time.
Yeah. I like it was a good balance. Like they didn't just have him come in for a verse and then a breakdown. Like he started it off, had a verse, obviously not in the chorus, and then there's a pre-breakdown, the whole one mutilation under God, which is super cheesy but funny.
That's pretty
and then
cool.
you do an end hardcore breakdown with the feedback going from the amps, and then you slow it down. Like there's a lot of
That's just good writing, mate.
there's a lot of good snacks in that song.
A lot of juice, man. There's Secrets came out with a new something. It's called Get Out of My Head. So they've been steering away. I mean, the last few releases they haven't really had as much of their like pop punk sound. It's like from Fragile Figures, that
Right.
album. It's been a lot heavier. Like their first albums with like songs like Genesis and things like that. So this is Get Out of My Head by Secrets.
Cool.
I've got something on the inside, screaming let me out. Most nights we're only together. Other days I wonder, will I ever fucking feel better? I read over, questioning my self-worth, and all I want is what is just to just get out of my head. There's got to be another way to be free. I can't boiling up what's inside me. I'm feeling like I'm losing grace.
I like his cleans are very like you can tell it's Secrets from his cleans. Especially this one right here.
Really like that chord progression. Here we go.
I think the one thing is like I wish it was like a smoother transition into like the next chorus or something,
Yeah. It's so weird. It's like a palm muted chord progression. It's like very choppy. But it works. Pre-breakdown?
Interesting.
Chorus?
I guess that's it. They had this
Oh.
that song
Cool.
2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. My mind, myself, and I that had a sick breakdown. Let me see if I can find it.
I remember you said something because I was like, oh, like me, myself, and Hyde, like Ice Nine Kills. I don't remember
It was let me see.
I don't remember the breakdown though.
I'm going. Come on.
I don't remember the juicer.
That riff in the back is so good. It's probably one of the smoother transitions into after the chorus. I thought that was a breakdown, my bad.
This is the pre-breakdown. Yeah.
I guess I gotta justify to
Oh.
So simple.
Zeros, baby.
Free.
That chug was good.
Dun, 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 dun.
What do you want to do for breakdown? Just do chugs and then we'll throw in a 1 and we'll bend it.
Is that-
Perfect.
I got you.
Did
Did you hear the song featuring
My Secrets?
No.
Oh.
It's your girl, not Halsey. Band Spirit Box.
From who?
I don't remember. Fuck.
Crown the Empire?
Nope. It's like just came out.
Oh. Courtney?
Shivering by Illenium featuring Spirit Box.
So Spirit Box with EDM and call it Illenium? Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Yeah, Illenium can blow me. Let's check it out. Okay. It's got Courtney.
Let me see.
You're like, shit, we're having a Illenium on next week, bro. Like, fuck.
Let me see. I had never heard of Illenium. I didn't know that they were.
You're not missing much.
Stop shivering.
So lost in your memory. Feels like an echo in the dark. You see what you wanna see. Fingertips wrapped around my heart. Voices are wandering kind. Cool head when it opens and closes. I'm a sickness inside of your mind, and nothing can
vocals are beautiful.
Here we go.
That's
Coachella, let me hear you.
the gist of it. There's something.
It's weird hearing her voice in a very like major chord progression, like a very poppy. I'm not like, it's still good, but like there's a lot of like pop punky and kind of like the Paramore era type of like tonality and scales with her voice, and like it doesn't sound right
Yeah.
because it's not like the dark, you know, kind of like that minor twist that she's doing in Spirit Box. It's a good song.
All right, what you got, man? What you got for us today?
Can we just listen to Spirit Box?
The whole rest of the episode,
What if we had Mike on and he just played his juicy tone for us?
just the whole time, dude. That'd be sick.
Mike, just play a bunch of zeros and ones for me. It's like, yeah, that's good.
I got you, bro.
That's good stuff. All right,
got
so
you.
this is where we're gonna save Sun Eater for last.
Okay, I had it ready
Because-
to go.
Yeah, well, scratch that.
If we're going,
We need to talk about My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
What do you know about them? What is your what is your experience? Not no, I don't want the history lesson. What is your your music relation with My Chemical Romance?
So I never really listened to them all that much. In middle school was like the first time I got. Welcome to the Black Parade. You know, everybody and their mom listened to it, and then
Yeah.
all the teenagers and Cancer and all those shitty
Yeah.
songs. No, I was kidding.
Oh,
Like
okay.
all of those.
So you've dabbled.
I've dabbled. They
Okay.
have a good sound. It wasn't anything that I got into. I know, but I was gonna try and go see them in 2019 when they were gonna go on
Their
tour.
comeback.
But
Yeah.
all of that went down the shitter, and then so now it's impossible to go see them live. Everything's selling out, sold out in like seconds. So
They're like, so that their return show in California, Halsey went to. She like put it on some songs like, on her IG story, IG like on Instagram,
yeah,
and they're like, dude, that wish I could have been there. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to rant for too long about them, but they are so kind of like you. It was a middle school for me when obviously we're the same age when Black Parade came out, and my brother got me into them because he obviously 2 years older. Not that he's still in middle school, but
yeah,
he introduced them to me, and I was just like, it was Welcome to Black Parade, and that at the time I had no idea. I knew it was good, obviously, but I didn't understand why it was good, and then obviously growing up and playing music and stuff, I was like, okay, I totally get them now. And then I kind of, I kind of forgot about them. 2014 was their last release up until last week. And it made me, I was like, okay, I want to take what I know now and go back into their, especially Black Parade, and see what that whole album really was type of thing. Like give it kind of a modern take. And it's the just overall musicianship from those dudes at that age. Like my brother and I were talking about it because I've been like, dude, you need to actually go back and listen to My Chemical Romance because like you loved it then, but you will like really understand it now. And it's just like, for the time, obviously it was great, but just like the chord progressions and like the phrasing with different, like, I don't even know what to call the chords, but just like simple power chords, and then you're adding like an extra, third or what, like this weird shit that doesn't sound that good on paper, and then like you put it into the song and you're like, okay, this is what I've been hearing. This is amazing. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just kind of went through after the single and was listening to Black Parade, and
What's your favorite song off the record?
off that one, oh God,
Because mine is Disenchanted. That's my favorite one.
probably Sharpest Lives. But there's 6 or 7 really, really strong songs, like
Yeah.
11 out of 10s, and then there's the rest is kind of not filler for me, but it's like it can only cap out at like an 8 type
Yeah.
of thing. But oh my God, dude. Okay, whatever. And so yeah, they just dropped a new single last week, and I was getting pretty emotional. I was like, damn, these guys are
Yeah.
45. They're back. Same lineup, never really changed. Like, let's get to it.
Yeah. Sorry, the new song is called "The Foundations of
Yeah.
Decay."
God, so good, dude. Disrespect. It's 11 o'clock at night.
This is a nice eeriness
Stuff like
to
that,
it.
dude. It's oh my God.
The man who stands upon the hill, he dreams of all the battles won. But fate had left its scars upon his face, with all the damage they had done. And so time, with age, it turns the page, let the flesh submit itself to gravity. Let our bodies live, what our hearts will say. Let our blood erase, fight God in vain. If your convictions were passing phase, may your ashes be the river love would erase. Foundations of decay.
It's kind of cool because I feel like they've always been a band that wrote songs about the damnation and how everything's just going to shit, you know?
Yeah.
And so they've come back in a time where it's always like where we kind of need something like that, you know?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, they're probably sitting in a room. Like, if we come back, we just, at least for our community,
Mm-hmm.
we just healed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I read so many comments, like, it's been shit for a while now, but like,
Mm-hmm.
pandemic and where we are now, it's like people aren't doing well. Like, they're doing worse than they ever have.
Yeah.
And then My Chemical Romance comes back at 45, and everybody gets emo again. Like, everybody goes back to 2006, and
Mhm.
like and knowing that there's more, like knowing they're gonna tour, knowing that a new album's gonna come out, like,
Yeah.
whatever the band, like, like solo projects and whatever they have going on in their life, as grown adults now, like,
Yeah.
they all came back together. They're still playing Black Parade like they were 25. Like,
Yeah. Dude, the way he's able to his lyrical imagery that he's creating is like it's nuts. So I didn't know that he was a cartoonist. Like that was what he went to school for, and that was actually like a on DC Comics for a little bit. I was
He
like,
does. I don't know what his current projects are, but he's still doing like
he's still on
writing and art stuff for comics and
That's
like
cool.
his own little type of some spin-off of like a Marvel or something or other.
That's cool.
Was there the day the towers fell, and so he wandered down the road, and we would all build towers of our own, only to watch the roots corrode.
Damn.
But it's much too late. You're in the race, so oppressed. And still you can't take it anymore. Let our bodies rest, let our hearts withstand.
Breakdown? What?
Wow. As the swarming calls we lay in the foundations. That's crazy. I'm glad that they, like, you know how, like, for example, like A Day to Remember, they are gone for 4 years, come back with they come out with a new album, and the lyrics, just like the really long, intricate, deep image painting lyrics go away.
Yeah.
You know, or like at least this is still
Well,
without being
I hate
like
to be-
cringy.
I love Jeremy, but like I don't think he can hold a candle to Gerard's songwriting. Like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
Gerard
you
is-
know what I'm saying. Like,
no, I completely agree.
yeah. Like, I'm just like, this dude, I mean, obviously writes amazing songs, but I'm glad that they've stayed the same, like, ability to deliver this, like, a good message, but without cutting it down and, like, trying to just be more simple, or, like, I'm getting older, so, like, I'm not the scene kid that's writing the deep
Yeah.
lyrics anymore. Now it's like, no, this is who I am, and, like, it stayed that way, so which is really
He's what he felt at 25, he knew kind of who he was, and like that's
Yeah.
not like, I'm sure obviously I haven't done a ton of research, but like he is one of the more intelligent people in modern music, and there's a lot of great artists, but like he's a good comparison because like you look at Welcome to Black Parade and like that's kind of this generation's Bohemian Rhapsody. Like there's so much going on in that song, like just the musical, just like composition of everything.
Yeah.
He's like the modern day Freddie Mercury in terms of just songwriting. Like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously a little bit different of genre, and I don't think George's gay, but it's like,
Doesn't have a beautiful mustache. Oh.
yeah, no mustache, but he's like I've been the last few nights watching live videos of this tour, and like you can tell he doesn't move as well, and he's not very like sceney, like looking anymore. Like he still looks like we did in middle school, but he's it's not like he's wearing like super skinny jeans and like
He's not wearing like
He just
all
looks like-
leather and all the
Yeah.
silver chains and
yeah, he just looks like
like an adult.
a 45-year-old guy that draws like he's just
Yeah.
He
Guy,
looks
guy
like
that's in a
Gerard.
band. Yeah.
yeah, and it's just dude, they're so good. My homework to you is there's 1.5 million guitar covers on YouTube, but their album 3 Cheers and then Black Parade right after, if you just go through like the heavier songs and just listen for the octave leads, like they didn't start it obviously, but that was like the first time I heard octave leads over a chorus, and I was like, I don't know what that is, and then like A Day to Remember, obviously I figure out how to play them, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what they're doing. But yeah, just go back through like Sharpest Lives and I Don't Love You, and the octave leads that like Frank and Ray are doing are just
the intricacy too of the leads, even in Welcome to the Black Parade. I remember hearing you trying to learn that, like all the.
Did you watch the cover I did of it?
No, but I've seen you, but
bro.
you've played it in front of me, like.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just go forward. I'm not gonna-
Sometimes I get the feeling she's watching over me. And
This
other
part right
times
here.
I feel like I should go. Went through it all, the rise and fall.
Oh, yeah, pretty crazy.
I can't believe you didn't watch my. Go on my
I pro-
Instagram.
I probably did it.
Shameless
at some,
plug.
Probably did it at some point. Let me see.
I need you because I hit the harmonics perfectly, dude.
Do you know where
And, like,
it's
the rest
at?
of the take-
Because you don't title your songs like the. This is by
It's
this.
the first.
person.
It's the last post.
Oh, you
the
just
last
did
post.
recently?
Yeah, like last week. I sent it to you and Chandler. What the fuck? You didn't listen? No,
I didn't.
bro. You don't have to listen to the whole thing.
We're here now. Oh, sorry. Why was it playing two at the same time? It's weird.
Shout out.
When I was a young boy,
Thanks for not playing anything in this first part. I'm just
There is
kidding.
nothing.
to the city
I added the
to see
little-
them marching band.
little thingy here.
She said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all their non-believers?
Such a good intro.
The plans that they have made. Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer
Oh, sorry.
to join the Black Parade.
bends are a little flat. Forgive me.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I had to use this take because the harmonics were good. That one wasn't bad. This one's rough. I didn't quite get it up there. Ooh, not good. Not good. It gets better though, guys.
Nice.
Just like that little like the G power chord, and then it goes to the 2 and then to the 1. Like who thinks of that shit?
Yeah.
It's like it gives that such that dark, and then like the little little harmonic lick that he does. He's a fucking genius. And like those octave leads, like they're literally littered all over that album, and they're just.
I just remember hearing Cancer for the first time and crying my eyes out.
Hard to do that to you, man.
And then I heard, this is gonna sound stupid. I heard 21 Pilots' version of it, and I cried even more. Have you heard their version of it?
I bet it's pretty good though.
It was good, especially with like in the car. And it's actually like I found out my dad was sick, and it was like and then my friend showed me the song like unintentionally. I mean, he's good now, but
If you could get me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and
That little
faded,
minor,
call
oh my god,
my
dude, so good.
Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers still. I will not kiss you, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
What?
Dude,
What?
it's so simple, but it's I don't know. I can't explain it to you, dude.
I will not kiss you, because the hardest part of this is leaving you. That's crazy good.
2006, bro. He was.
Let's keep going. Here, I'm gonna turn it up. I'm gonna turn it up, y'all.
I will not kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my lips are chapped and faded, kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my
Sorry if y'all are having to turn this down in the car at work.
turn away. 'Cause I'm awful just to see. And all my hair's abandoned on my body, oh my agony.
God.
Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo.
It's crazy. It's crazy good.
This just ain't living, and I just hope you know I will not kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my
I'll
How
play
we listen to
the.
the.
Yeah. I'll go to the second half of this one.
I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It's just been living, and I just hope you know that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
So good.
Can you play the intro and the chorus of Helena? It's off the 04 album, the red one. I just describe albums in colors now. Also, Chandler Snapchatted me,
Oh,
and like, you know where on Snapchat notification on the banner, it's just their Bitmoji pops up if they have one.
Yeah.
It's just a straight up black dude. I'm like, who the hell is this? I'm like, oh yeah, it's Chandler.
You're like, I don't know any black
I
guys.
don't know. I don't snap any black people, so I'm not used to that. I was like, what the fuck?
You got all scared.
Look at how fucking dark his Bitmoji is.
It's funny because he's light skinned.
He's so black.
Shut up. All right, here we go.
Shout out, shout out, Chandler. This chorus bangs. Oh, so good.
It's like a big karaoke banger.
You can hit the notes.
Yeah.
Nobody's hitting the chorus. The octave leads, bro. You hear them.
What's the worst that I can say? Since I'm better if I stay so long.
And good night.
So long, yeah, good night. Came a time when every star
I want you to listen to the octave leads in the pre-chorus. Just listen for them and right here. Dude, oh my god.
Just all over those.
It's just
What's the worst that I can say? Since I'm better if I stay so long. And good night.
they're still going.
So good.
It's taken us 51 episodes to touch on how good these guys are.
Yeah. So I just did a little Google search and said that the song was written about was an open, angry letter to himself. For him and Mickey having been out on the road while Elena was sick and dying and having lost so much time with her, which is their grandmother.
Oh,
It's kind of cool. Which makes a lot of sense too. So it's like it's like a good, because it had like the almost like love song or like the love of somebody, but also like the angstiness of it. I was like,
and like, so you said it's about him,
Angry.
choosing
yeah, or being on the road and not having had spent some time.
job over.
It was only money.
But it makes you think about the lyrics, like, things are better if I stay, so long and good night. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, there's a bit of like, angriness and like
Yeah.
maybe like purposely being like spiteful or like hatred, like self, knowing that I could cancel tour and go spend time with you, but like it's 2004, well, they weren't huge yet, but like we're trying. Little do they know, in 2 years they're gonna become the biggest emo band of all time. Like yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of tough decisions, especially that time period for him. He's in the age where you start losing people. You didn't really think of that as a kid, and it just all kind of hits you at once.
Yeah, he was, and it's noted that Helena was his, that she was his very first ever like inspiration.
Was that who Cancer was about?
I think so.
Wonder if she died between albums and then he wrote Cancer, because Cancer came 2 years later.
Yeah, I think so.
It's so cool watching them play live again, because like they had this YouTube, not series, but it was called AOL Sessions, where they played like Famous Last Word. They played like the hits from Black Parade. I just remember constantly watching those in middle school, being like, seeing the dude with the Les Paul and like, the low hanging strap. Those guitars basically at his knees and shit. And I'm just like, damn, I want to play guitar like that. That guy's cool.
It doesn't say.
That's how it is. Let's just pretend.
That'd be pretty crazy. Come on, there's gotta be something.
Go to r/MCR. I'm sure they could tell you.
Here we go, I found something. Let's see, speaking about the track Cancer, said he wanted to write the darkest song ever. It's not a poetic track, it's very direct, very brutal, but that's the way the disease is. Obviously, cancer is being used as a metaphor. Yeah. But I also want the song to be directly about the disease because it's something that the patient has gone through, and it's a very powerful thing. For me, it was almost like an attempt to write the darkest song ever. And I think we achieved that. Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, Teenagers has more plays than Welcome to the Black Parade.
That's kind of crazy. But they've been, that song's been like, I've been hearing it a lot more recently.
I haven't.
I've been hearing that at like not parties, but like bars and stuff like that, and like, yeah,
it's got like almost 100 more million, or billion, not billion, 100 million is probably what this at.
100 million billions.
Yeah, like how?
Gonna clean up your looks with
a riff.
all the lies in the books to make a citizen out of you. Because
everybody loves a good like
revolt
type of song.
Yeah, edgy, chanty, stompy.
I'm a teenager.
Yeah. Oh, every teenager in 06. Oh my god.
Yeah.
really good riff.
Aspirations to shreds. Another cog in the murder machine. They set out teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes.
Or octaves.
This part right here.
The boys and girls in the
So good. It's so signature.
Yeah.
You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did. They set out teenagers scared.
The lyrics are so.
I love the-
Yeah.
I love the little shaker in the chorus. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you know, he's shaking.
Yeah. Like that shaker.
Yeah.
Like that shaker boy.
That's like a good like southern like Skinner type guitar lick. Like it's just naughty. I don't know how to describe it.
She dirty.
They got so much.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hate being the dude that like analyzes bands by the guitar riffs, but like
Hey man, that's what we're here for.
I want you and other guitar players out there to just go watch their stuff and be like, I never thought to do that with a guitar. And you're like, huh. Then realize you're 20 years too late. They already did it.
Yeah. Any other heaters by My Chemical Romance that you want to hit on real quick?
Yeah.
Or
Sharpest Lives, and then we call it.
sure.
It's my favorite by them.
Ooh, sure. Sharpest Live.
The intro came on, and I just started yelling it in my car. I didn't miss a fucking word either. I was proud of myself.
Well, it rains and it pours when you're out on your own. If I crash on the couch, can I sleep in my clothes? 'Cause I spent the night dancing, I'm drunk, I suppose. If it looks like I'm laughing, I'm really just asking to leave. This alone, you're in time for the show. You're the one that I need, I'm the one that you loathe. You can watch me corrode like a beast in repose. 'Cause I love all the poison away with the boys in the band. I've really been on a band that shows. So why don't you blow me? What is the street out? Give me a shot to remember. And you can take all the pain away from me. You can say I will surrender. The sharpest lights are the deadliest to lead. Let's burn all the empires. So bright the sun is the shade to rise and be in love with all of these vampires. So you can live like the same abandon me. There's a place in the dark where the animals go. You can take off your skin in the cannibal glow. Juliet loves the beat and the lust it commands. Drop the dagger and lather the blood on your hands. Rodeo. I've really been
Such an iconic line. God.
so why don't you blow me? What is the
It's so good.
to remember?
Why don't you believe me? Oh, the solo's hot. That like, I don't know what to call those bends where you add the little high note in there. Like drum fill. is the lyrics, dude. There's oh my god. So bright the sun is ashamed to rise and be in love with all these vampires, so you can leave like the sane, abandon me.
That's
He's
so
just
good.
and like you don't hear it. Like you hear something else and you go like read them and you're
because
like,
it just flows so easily,
Yeah.
and has like a good poppiness to it.
Juliet loves the beat and the lust it commands. Drop the dagger and lather the blood on your hands, Romeo. Let's see if Gerard will come on the podcast. Do you think we have a shot?
Yeah, man, I got him in the we got him in the lineup. He's on the wait list.
I could
Lorna
go 3 hours talking to that guy about shit, just asking him questions.
Like, how do you edit your?
Yeah. You do a podcast? We need help.
What kind of microphone do you use? Okay, Lorna Shore, you ready?
Are you ready?
I don't think so.
You haven't listened.
I haven't listened to it. I feel like every time we go down this road, it's always like I just never know what to say.
It's like, so you remember To the Hellfire,
Yeah.
the snarl breakdown? Well, this is like, the breakdown's disgusting. Like, I had to wipe myself down and take a shower afterwards, type of disgusting. But the song is much better than To the Hellfire. I
Okay.
think,
Okay. We'll
as a
see.
whole. There's so much background ambience and strings and blues and yeah, it's
I'm trying to see what this little background, this cover art is. Dude.
you look like my mom on her phone.
This is one that's an anus.
Is that what that is?
Something.
I
Sun
don't look
eater.
that. Yeah, dude. Sun eater, bro.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
You're about to see some shit.
I like it already.
Stop. Dude, Will's a beast. There's double kickies all over.
Is it gonna drop out of the frickin'?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called, because it's eating the sun right now. The sun's out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's got like a Teletubby sun face, like.
Like running through a meadow. And you see this little cave.
Yeah. Come on, Poe, let's go check it out.
Come on, Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
Did you ever hear? Did you ever
Here we
hold
go,
up? Hold up. Did you ever hear the thing where it was like Tinky Winky, Dipson, La La's hole?
No, I haven't. So, this is so funny that Teletubbies gets brought up because I was on Discord today with Drew and so, I don't know. I was like, can somebody name all the Teletubbies? We were just talking about random shit. And Tipsy Lala, or Dipsy, is it?
Dipsy, I don't.
Dipsy, Lala,
And Poe.
Tinky Winky, and Poe.
Yeah.
And then we started playing on words with everything, and Stinky Pink. It just imagine what we were saying. And we were just like, "What is wrong? We're grown men.
There's
What
like
are
a
we
thing in
doing?"
like middle school. Middle school is like
Yeah.
Tinky Winky dips in La La's hole. Stupid.
So-
Anyways.
that we still say today because we were immature.
Exactly.
Just gonna watch your face the whole time.
That's what we call a motorcycle. It's like inside the cave.
Wait for the kicks, bro. Oh my god.
fact that it's so good.
The riff is so good.
That's the thing, I can't even hear the riff. Wow. This gives me like, you went into the hole, went in too far, and you're trying to get out. It's like, nope, you're never coming out. Okay.
Why not?
The little tickle on the cymbal there.
Yep.
I'm in danger. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no.
More drums.
No. About to be presented to the devil. And what did he say to you? I'm sitting there in shackles, just
Slow it down. And now it's pretty again.
is that how it goes out?
Yeah. Back into like the main.
See, those sound like lyrics that I make up when I'm like, read.
Well, the thing is, like, to the average listener, it's like
Yeah.
he's not even reading his lyrics, but like, there's so much technique that goes
Yeah.
into saying the lyrics that way consistently. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's one thing to do it on the record once, but then you watch him do it live, and he
Yeah.
can do every like Will is the best in the game right now. That it's like Will, and then like every other deathcore wannabe somewhere in here. He's so like just normal sounding, very I don't get it. He's
That was
monster.
That was a monster of
just a skinny kid with gauges, and he can make that sound.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
When is the song that Chandler's featured in come out?
20th? Maybe?
Oh, in 2 days. Dang it.
Friday.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes open, man.
We can do that next week.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Sweet. Okay, so we have a featured artist of the week, and then we have one listener question. Let me see if I can pull it up. The
Listener question. Hey, Alex, put a shirt with sleeves on. You're too white.
it's like, get a better amp.
Oh, can you see that shit? Acoustic.
I thought you played brutal riffs, bro. All right, so the band's called Heartbent. Haven't heard of them before, but we're gonna give them a shot because we were on before we went down the rabbit hole of Lorna Shore. Not much of a rabbit hole, but we listened to it. We had the good old
Emo night.
yeah, vibes. And so this is an emo band that's coming straight out of
Compton.
Maryland. So the band's called Heartbent, like I said. You can check them out. I'm gonna check out a couple songs. I haven't listened to them yet, but they have their number one song right now is called "Jump Off." They had a recent release back in April, the song "Jump Off" came out back in April. So let's check that one out, and we'll check out one other one.
Some good picking, whoever's doing that.
To my knowledge, they also have a female vocalist, so it's pretty cool. Nice. I like that tone.
That is really good.
I've been searching, but I don't know what I'll
Is that her? Just kidding.
He seems nice.
think I lost my mind.
Ooh. The Cleans are very emo band.
Yeah. High harmony in the back.
Ooh, that was nice. Nice way to go out of that. Ooh, and bring it back.
Very Linkin Parky.
Okay. Like a good bounce. Bring it back, please. Bring it back. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Okay, solo.
Sweeping.
Yes, thank you for not making the solo just like 12 seconds or 5 seconds. Especially if you're having some sweeps in there. That it wasn't like, I can just do sweeps. Like, I'm actually going to do a solo here. Comes easier. Jump! Bam, 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 bam. Oh. Oh, that was it.
I love that. The fucking like feedback and just letting Should we keep that in the take? Yeah, let's keep it.
Yeah, I wanted one more
Bro,
of
turn your
the.
amp off.
I wanted one more. Where was it at? Let me see. Like bring that back one more time and just. But it's not. It's not.
This isn't a metalcore band.
I know. I just want it to be.
Rico, this isn't one of those good bands. I was kidding.
God, dude, they're gonna listen to this.
That they know I'm joking.
Do they? Yeah,
That was-
that was a really good song. I liked it. The next one.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I would say that the lead tone was different than the solo tone. I know, like, obviously, duh, but like, I don't know. I thought like hearing that lead tone in the intro was gonna like be the solo guitar tone, and then it was like a totally different, like, just different sound. I was like, whoa, okay, cool.
The next one, just moved on. So they have 1700. So they're number 4, but has their one of their higher listens. So How I Feel Tonight. Let me see when that one came out.
Tonight.
So they're fairly new. Their first single was in 2021. So How I Feel Tonight. Let's see.
There she is.
Life's been crazy. Tonight I'm trying to feel
Octave lead, bro.
It's good. It's good.
I like that a lot.
Ooh, I like that little change right there.
Say you wanna pass the time, thinking of a way I can get you, make you mine.
Wow.
Like I don't wanna say goodbye. Let's run until the night falls into the morning. Oh, I guess that you think it's just a game. But loving you makes me feel insane. You said that nothing's coming right. Baby, let me show you how I feel tonight. This night is all that we have. Let's make
Pre-chorus?
the best and forget the past. You said that you wanna feel alive. Baby, take my hand, we'll be alright.
Yeah, I don't know what. Is that a verse or a chorus? Yeah.
Chorus.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. I like that. Very Avril.
Yeah.
I guess that you think it's just a game.
I guess it's the pre-chorus.
Yeah.
Makes me feel insane.
Good call.
You said that nothing's coming right. Baby, let me show you how I feel tonight.
Your reaction.
All that we
It's just like, I like it a lot. It's just so
It's so emo.
fitting for, yeah, exactly. It's so fitting.
said that you wanna feel alive. Baby, take my hand, we'll be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Sick. Guys, that was Heartbent. Check them out. Spotify. You could also follow them on social media, Instagram, things like that. But Yeah, that was pretty sick. That'd be cool to get them on, or we could reach out and see.
Yeah, I
Especially
like that
since
they
nearly 2021.
the over pronunciated Blink 182 style.
Yeah.
Like, I love that's still a thing, and it's not gonna die out. Yeah, they were really good. It was like a better version of Skillet, because like the lead singer in Skillet, the girl, she's not the. Who's the girl in Skillet? She sings also.
Dude, you're gonna ask me this. I'm not gonna know.
She's the drummer,
I don't know.
guitarist.
I barely know the names of the guys in the bands I like.
I'm not asking to know her name, but what she play? Is it drums, guitar? Either way, Skillet's got some heaters. I don't know why that came to mind. Just a guy and a girl were singing together. Must be Skillet.
I'm reading this. I'm reading this question here. I haven't read it yet. I haven't sifted through this. Want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, here we go. You ready? I haven't. So So this is something outside of music. Completely.
Oh no.
So I'm not gonna write the email. Please keep this anonymous. Okay. Subject line: GF cries she's fat but doesn't want to do anything about it. Sorry. Okay. What's up, boys?
Wow, okay. Out of nowhere.
What's up, boys? First of all, I, 31 male. Okay, want to start off by saying that my girlfriend, 25 female, is not fat at all. This is what upsets me most. I met my girlfriend almost a year ago. We started hanging out every day. Things got serious. I used to be in okay shape and was working I used to be in okay shape and was working to
Can
that
you
when I
read?
met. Dude, no, it's the way it was typed. I used to be in okay shape and was working to that when I met her, but once she came into my life, the gym stopped. Me and her both like to eat, and within the next 7 months, we both put on about 20 to 25 pounds. She's 5'6" and weighed about 155. I met her at 135. I love her and I love her weight. The problem is now she doesn't want to dress up or go out because none of her clothes fit her. She breaks down crying because her size 5'6" pants don't. What is this? Her size 5'6" pants don't fit, and all she wants to do is stay in pajamas, her PJs. She told me she wanted to go to the gym. It's been about 6 times that we have come to the gym for about 2 or 3 days, and then she complains she's sore and she's tired and stops until she tries on clothes a week or 2 later and nothing fits. She tries dieting but gives up after a few days, so I'm at a wit's end. I love her and want to support her, but I'm not sure how to convince her she's beautiful. But I'm not sure how to convince her she's beautiful or convince her to go to the gym herself. Any advice would help. Sorry, it's not music related. Thanks, boys.
It's not. I love how that's at the end. Sorry, it's not music related.
Thanks, boys.
No, we're not laughing at the situation. I wasn't expecting an actual question from somebody else.
Girlfriend
This
saying,
is gonna sound dumb, but like, you know the saying, you can't love somebody unless they love themselves.
yeah,
Like, that definitely applies, but as a dude, not saying this dude's, it's not the guy's job, but like me as a guy, it's like you want to go out of your way to like reassure them that, like, not just saying, hey babe, you're beautiful, like, I don't know, so, like, very like subtly throwing it in every now and then, or like, making like kind of like witty, like remarks and like, you know what I mean? Like, just not your typical, like, oh, I said you're beautiful, now let me play COD for 2 hours type of stuff.
yeah,
Like those kind of guys. But like, it's not your job to do that. And, at the end of the day, you can't make her love herself. And like, sometimes depending on the personality types, like that can be off-putting to people. Like, hey, don't like try and, don't keep hyping me up like it's weird type of thing. Like, just kind of let me be. I know a lot of people are like, I'd rather hear neutral stuff than you to be overly positive, because like
Yeah.
overly positive can sometimes kind of like people like depression, anxiety. It might kind of trigger that,
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
I don't know. It all just kind of depends on the. I would just try and like, let her know, but in like a more meaningful way than your average.
Yeah,
Like your hair, your eyes are pretty. Type
yeah.
Stuff.
Also,
From
yeah,
what I know.
yeah, and I think you could also start like if you're saying she's not wanting to go to the gym, she's gives up on dieting and all that stuff. Like maybe you go along the road with her. It's like because if she's seeing you eating like sitting on the couch eating a bag of potato chips and like eating like shit because you're like, well, I go to the gym and I'm okay, or like I'm not in horrible
Yeah.
shape. I'm still okay. Like then she's not gonna have she doesn't have a partner to go with, especially if she's feeling insecure. She's not gonna want to go to a girl who's feeling super insecure doesn't want to go to the gym when she's seeing all these other super fit chicks out there working out,
Right.
and then not seeing the immediate progress. It's like and plus it's
Yeah.
like you have to do everything like what is it, like 21 or 14 days in a row in order for it to become like a habit of some sort, so I think
Yeah.
you go along the ride with her. When you're going to the grocery store, you're going together and you're not choosing the greasy snacks. Maybe you're choosing like a fruit instead of like instead of the zebra
Boring.
the zebra cakes. You're like, somebody ate my damn zebra cakes at the apartment. I don't know who it was, but I will find. I still
was
think
Grant.
it was Grant or Jay. It was one of the two. I've definitely stole one, but I've never.
Well, it had to be those two, unless it was you.
No, if I did, you know me, I would have already confessed. So, like I would tell you, like, hey, oh yeah, bro, I ate one.
Hey, bro. Yeah, it was probably Grant.
He's all.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, bro. I smoked a couple darts and ate your whole pack of zebra cakes. Smoked some Turkish blends and then destroyed your whole pack of zebra cakes.
Some Marble Reds. Anyways,
I love that guy.
yeah, no, he's doing good, dude. He just graduated from PA school, right? Or
I know.
That's crazy.
Close to, or yeah, that's something.
He's getting there. Anyways, so yeah, go along the ride with her, man. Encourage her, and also like maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a sign for you to get up off the couch and go put in some work too. Let me read. Go. Sorry, I hit the mic. Go back and read this real quick.
You know what's also a good tactic and seems kind of sly? I don't know if you've ever done this before, Rico. But when I was, the relationship man, now I'm the riff man. I've moved on to bigger and better things. But I notice what helps is that so 9 out of 10 women that you date, not saying you're going to date 10 women, but
Yeah.
they're probably going to be insecure, and especially when it comes to gyms and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know what I would do with insert name here, past relationship. Like if we were out and there was somebody I'm not blind to it. Like if somebody walked by and they were attractive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the
You're
answer
like
is
the
don't get caught
obvious
staring.
thing to do is to
Yeah,
Damn!
don't get caught staring, first of all. But
Yeah.
or especially when it comes to her friends or people at work,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's against your kind of personality, go out of your way to not bash the other people, but point out their flaws.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll make your girlfriend feel better about herself. I don't know, obviously they don't say you're at the gym with your girlfriend and you see some chick, some bang Instagram model,
right. You're like she's
benching
probably a
or
bitch.
doing squats, but not super Chad, but first of all, you don't look at her, that's just
Yeah.
duh. But I don't know, something that she does or something that you notice that your girlfriend notices she does, kind of make a stupid remark on yeah, way to take up the whole rack or the whole squat area,
Yeah.
make kind of negative remarks towards these people, or don't acknowledge that you are
Yeah.
in the slightest even giving them the time of day. Like,
Yeah.
not that you're gonna go up and hey, what's up, but like, just go
Yeah.
out of your way to make sure that they don't think you're looking at her ass.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Or his ass.
Or his ass.
Yeah, you're never gonna be able to convince somebody into thinking they're beautiful. You know, they just want to feel beautiful. So like,
Yeah.
you have to do something about
Exactly.
it. Make them
Don't-
feel wanted, appreciated. You know, you're
Mhm.
like, you know, you're going like, hey, come on, let's go out, you know, you can be cheesy about it. You're like, all right, hey, like you're coming home from work, you're like, hey, date night tonight. Let's get up, dressed up
Yeah.
together, and let's go out. And then you just give her one good hype, like, oh man, you look great, like you look great tonight, and whatever. Or
Exaggerate it too. Like, be
Yeah.
like, not overly like, overly hyping is the word, but like say you're just sitting there and she comes in, like, Jesus Christ. But don't say anything else, and then she'll be like, "What?" And be like, "Yeah, you look really
she's
good."
like,
or
she's
something.
like,
You know,
you're like, Jesus Christ, sorry,
Like-
the walls were shaking. I thought there was an
well,
earthquake.
that's what I would say, but don't do what I do. Like, just
Like-
kind of do.
It's like,
against,
damn,
the
were you
norm stuff.
were you jumping down the hallway? Anyways,
Holy shit.
yeah, don't
Be
do any of
creative.
that. Yeah.
And if she wants to go to the gym, like, encourage her. Not saying, hey, don't say, hey, you need to go to the gym. Like, be like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, be honest with her. I know you were struggling with wanting to go to the gym because of reason A, B, C, whatever.
Yeah, and if there's any like things where maybe it's because it's been stuff in relationships I've been into where it's like portion, like if overeating is a thing, you know, so maybe it's like portion control, and it's
Yeah.
maybe it's like a subtle thing, like where you're just like where you're like when you're going up and you're like, oh, like, yeah, I'm trying to watch, like I saw something on TikTok, like we got to watch how much we're like
Yeah,
I'm
we're
yeah
we
so
not
so
that,
yeah
them.
so like
Yeah.
we're like we need to like get your fist and you match the size of the protein and you get like one scoop of this, one scoop of that,
That's
and
all
like
I get.
she's like
Me.
so that's it. She's like, but what if you stack the zebra cakes like that?
Yeah. Then it's my fist.
Anyways,
Eat $12 worth of Taco Bell.
yeah,
That's another thing. When you're with her, like, even if you don't need to, go along with it and like act like you need to do it more than her, and then she will come
yeah,
along with
exactly.
you. But then when she's
then
out with,
yeah,
when she's on girls' night, then you order Taco Bell and you get
You-
fat.
exactly.
Get fat by yourself, bro.
And it's kind of crazy because like when you stop eating like shit, sometimes you'll recognize like when you go back to like, because I've done it too, where like I went on like a crazy cleanse and then I went and had like Whataburger and I just immediately shit. Like it was
Nice.
so bad. Like I was like, oh god, and I just feel like garbage. Like so I've been like, just for example, like this week I was like no soda this week, you know.
Yeah.
Like, because usually I'll have like a Coke.
Whoops.
Yeah. Like I'll have a Coke, or like at work they have like the mini Dr. Peppers, and I'll smash like 3 of them because I'm like, they're mini, it's fine. And so
It's only 24 ounces. They're mini.
exactly. And so then so all this week I had no water, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, just water.
Just water. Okay.
Just water. And then
No
today, we took some of our students to Main Event to go play games and stuff. And then they I was just like, I'm having pizza. Might as well have, you know, a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Instantly, I was like, oh man.
Did you just feel bad, or did you like? Did you have
I
to
felt,
shit your
I felt,
pants?
no, I felt real bloated.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
So
So
it's funny you mentioned the whole soda thing. So like, I don't say I stopped drinking sugared pop, but like, I absolutely can't stand the taste of regular Mountain Dew anymore.
wow, interesting.
Which I never was like the dude that drank Mountain Dew a lot, but like I'd have. Because my dad loved Mountain Dew, like that's his.
Dude,
his addiction.
canned Mountain Dew is so good.
The like it's just like, it's, to me it's really syrupy now, and like the only sugared soda I drink is flavored Mountain Dews, which I love. Like the fat 20-ounce bottles, like Code Red, Voltage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like that's. But like here, I can't have sugar pop around, which I know. So I drink like zero sugar, like Mountain Dew or Pepsi. Not that it's better for you, but like it's a taste. It wouldn't taste better, and it doesn't leave my mouth feeling sticky, and I hate that. So like, I have more than I probably should, but it's like there's nothing but chemicals in them. But like I'm eating processed and like chemicals everywhere, you can't avoid them type of thing. So it's like I don't want to keep pumping sugar in my body.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a Mountain Dew that, like a week ago, like a 20-ounce regular. I had to throw it out. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm like, what have I become? Like 15-year-old me would slug this.
Dude, yeah. And so the hard thing is like, especially with like Dr. Pepper, or for me, like with like an ice cold Coke on a hot day, it's almost like I relapse, like, cause I'll go back in like 2 weeks, water, I'll have a sweet tea maybe for like lunch, but I don't consider that as bad,
No,
and so I'm like a lemonade,
yeah.
And then I'm just smoothing, sailing real smooth. And then all of a sudden someone's like, oh, hey, I got like a Pepsi. You want a Pepsi? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I drink it. I'm like, I haven't had a Pepsi in like 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm good. And then bam, it's like the next day I'm like at the dining hall or wherever. I'm like, like just like, oh, that's so good. And then I'm all right. Let's go get the 2 liter. It's just for the weekend. And then it's all downhill. So avoid.
To answer your question,
avoid sugar, man. Like, start with the small things. Cut out soda. Maybe your portion sizes. Like, don't eat to your freaking stuff. Sometimes it feels good. Especially like right before you go to bed. I'm the same way. Like, I like to be like,
I don't want to breathe before bed. Do I?
Just hibernating, dude.
You know what the worst thing that I do is? I'm a piece of shit for this. I always have a thing of Ben and Jerry's ready to go. Like
you're like I don't drink any more sugar.
But Ben and Jerry's, that's my problem.
But I'll have a triple chocolate fudge Ben and Jerry's.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not one of those guys that like, I'm healthy because I drink sugar pop. Like, I still acknowledge that. Like, in all honesty, I eat a lot of healthy food. I also eat a lot of shit food. Like, I'm constantly eating. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. But my thing at night is, when I don't work, I get back into my pandemic schedule, and like, I'd start falling asleep around 1. But I had dinner at like 8 or 9 because I was like, this should get me through. But it didn't work because I was so used to in the pandemic, like 2 a.m. Taco Bell runs were 3 times a week during the pandemic.
Wow. Yeah.
Which I only gained 10 pounds. If that. Like I never. So I set like 185. Usually I was like 192. Whatever. I hit like I almost hit 200 in college. But I would go to bed at 1 and I'd wake up at like 3:30 just fucking starving.
Wow.
And instead of just like, what you're supposed to do is get up, have a glass of water, and you're good. And you'll be full enough to fall asleep. I just go to my pantry and just grabbing shit. I turn on YouTube and I wake up with fucking Pop-Tart crumbs in my bed. It was and like, it's so bad because like, I already brushed my teeth and went to bed, and then I wake up and there's a paper plate with Pop-Tart crumbs and there's a bag of Tostitos and
dude, yeah, I used to be just as bad. Like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and like walk over, same thing, go to the pantry and I'll go to like the Oreos and I get like 4 and I'm like and then I'm like walking back. I like stop and then circle back, eat like 2 and then get like 4 more, and then I'm sitting there at the edge of my bed just like. And then sometimes Jasmine's like asleep next to me. I'm like, just like
so
pass,
pass out like. And then you wake up and you taste Oreo, and it's like that's like the worst because it just leaves on your teeth and stuff, and you're just like, what did I?
See, Jasmine will always tell the story of like how it was like when we were very first dating. Like I stayed over and I woke up in the middle of the night and finished a whole 2-liter Fanta. Or
That's disgusting.
Finished a whole 2-liter Fanta in one night. Like I got
So
up.
much sugar.
Like I got up, probably let's say like midnight, and drank like a quarter of it. Went back to sleep. So this is how fucked up this is. Went back to sleep. Woke up again maybe around 3. Drank a shit ton more. Maybe about half. And went back to sleep. Woke up again at like 5. I normally just don't sleep very well. Get back up and I'm like, and I leave like a baby amount because in my mind at like 5 a.m. I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and want this last swig.
This last week. Where's my Fanta?
Yeah, she threw it out because she was like, "Oh yeah, I thought it was like bad." I freaked out, dude. I was like, "Where's the Fanta?" She was like, "Oh, I threw it away. I thought it was like empty."
Why
I
are you
was like,
drinking orange Fanta, bro?
"Dude, it's good."
It's like-
I like. That's one thing I really like is orange soda.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know why.
I'm not gonna say it. That's. I mean, I get it. Like it flavored like fruit soda. Fruit soda for me is grape soda is my thing.
Okay.
Like really good. Like Welch's grape, not
Yeah.
Fanta grape. Welch's. Oh, dude, ice cold. But then you feel like shit afterwards. Like there's the 20-ounce grape has like 80 grams of sugar in it.
Do you know?
It's not
dude,
okay.
dude. It used to be so bad. Like I'll get like Welch's like grape drink.
It's great.
Damn.
Holy
Get
shit.
some grape drink, baby. I'll get grape juice, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's
So
not
bad for
healthy.
you.
It's not
No.
healthy. But I'll take a giant swig. And you know, like, have you been to Ames for their mug nights at Iowa State?
No,
But it's basically a giant mug like that.
Yeah.
Big. And so like I'll chug grape juice, and then and it's so cold, you know, that like I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, like it's too cold. So then I'll pour.
Need something
I'll
hot.
I'll literally fill up the. Like I'll drink it till I'm not thirsty anymore, and then I'll fill up the giant mug almost to the top, and then leave it out, so it can become room temp. And I'll go in, and I'll put it by my bed, so that way in the middle of the night when I wake up, I'm just chugging like room temp grape drink.
That's fucking criminal behavior. Right
Yeah,
there.
dude. It used to be so bad that I would sleep in grad school. I woke up and I was eating heat. Like, I'm not joking. Like, because I was like, you know, like,
Yeah.
so that I'd be.
We're posting the video of this. You don't
I know,
you
but
might as
like,
well just say it.
I know, but for
Cigarettes.
yeah, so I would do that and then basically like pass out, and that was the only like real way I was able to like stay asleep.
Yeah.
But I remember I would sometimes wake up sleepwalking, you know. But I would be doing like so here we go. So I woke up and I am full on eating like Tostitos, like the, what are they called? The little it's like the crunchy tortilla with like meat stuffed in the middle.
Taquitos?
Taquitos, yeah. And I'm eating
Tostitos.
Tostitos. They make taquitos, like the Tostitos
Oh.
brand or whatever.
Oh,
Anyways,
really? No, I didn't know
and
that.
so like
Cool.
taquitos, yeah. And so I'm eating like
Yeah.
I have like hot taquitos, and the reason I woke up was because they were hot, and I woke up I was like, and they're just like steaming taquitos, and I'm just like, it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, this is a problem.
I've never slept. So you warmed them up while you were asleep.
Put them in the microwave, warmed them up for the right amount of time. Woke up because they like burned my fingers and I dropped them, and I was like, where the fuck am I? And
Oh, so you woke up. That's wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Middle of the night eating's the worst shit you can do for you.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have to like. I'm not a health expert, but you can lose weight by changing your diet,
Yeah.
but you can't out work out a bad diet.
Yeah.
Like just if you want to lose weight and you hate working out, change your diet. You only get so far. You won't get ripped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you won't put on muscle, or you won't really. You'll just, you know, for dudes you'll lose gut fat.
Yeah. What I always say, no matter what, man, the best ways that I've been able to lose weight was getting mono or the flu.
Yeah. What do we do? Get COVID now to lose weight?
Dude, it was like, I don't advise it, but it's like those were the times where because
If you can get it.
So like I average 210, you know.
Yeah.
I got COVID and then I got mono right afterwards. And I weighed myself at 180.
Oof.
And I was like,
You were looking like freshman Rico, probably.
yeah, I was like skinny.
Yeah.
And I was like so pumped because I was like, hell yeah. Because like
Snack time.
well, not that, but I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna eat better. Like this body's like now a temple, it's all cleansed out. I'm gonna go to the dude, literally. And then it just all, and then I was like, but because in my idiot mind, I was like, I'm at 180. Yeah, let's go eat freaking 3 hamburger. Let's go eat a triple meat, triple cheeseburger with like a large Dr. Pepper and then a slice of cake. You know, like all at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Jasmine's like, why? It's 3 in the morning. Why is there a Big Mac box by the side of the bed?
Right. She lifts the pillow up. It's just like chicken nuggets, Oreo stains, and like
I had
grape juice stains.
before we end this. I had a chocolate chip smear on my pillow.
Sure, it was chocolate chips, man.
I thought it was shit for a second. When I woke up, I was like,
Dude, you smelled it.
yeah, it was chocolate. I was like, I was like, on my pillow, how? And so like I did what every guy does. I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, did I?
You do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not ashamed, and I was like, no, sheets look good. I forgot that when I went to bed at 1 and woke up at 3:30, I went to get chocolate chip cookies, and somehow one fell off onto my pillow and I just slept on it. I just smeared it all over my pillow.
Dude, that's awesome.
This was right after I washed my sheets too. I was like, "This is why you don't eat late at night now." And I didn't wash my pillow for a week or so.
Dude, the main reason I haven't been able to get so much sleep recently is because the freaking dogs jump on the
Marty.
bed. They jump on the bed all night. And so like normally it's not that bad, but the fact that Marty is so Mia, she's a little dog, and so she like jumps up and like will go underneath the blankets, you know.
Yeah.
So that's not that bad. Marty will jump on at our like mid leg and then just lay on the blanket. And so like you're like trying to like and you can't. It's impossible. And
It's the worst. Yeah.
So I'm like, get down. And so like, and then I hear his little pause. Like after he gets off, he's like. I'm like, down, pillow. Like all night. It's annoying.
Marty's a menace.
Dude. I'm like, I'm one night away of like not getting good sleep to just keeping him in here. Like
Sending his ass out.
It's tough.
Yeah.
There are times where like if he starts in the bed under the blanket, like he's okay. But
well, and like for me, I gotta like be sprawled out.
yeah, same.
So like having someone there is bad enough next to me where I'm like I can't exactly, go full spread eagle like I want.
Yeah.
But then you add pets to it, it's like you get like your feet, you can't move your feet, and then you get like a little, you get hot and you get all like, you just want to start shaking around fucking violently. And remember that summer I babysat Linda?
Yeah.
Outside, whatever you want to call it. So in that, the place I was renting, it had all hardwood floors. And like 2:33 a.m. I just hear, bah, 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 bah. She was just doing sprints across the house, and she'd get on the, and then she at the end she'd just jump up in my bed and just go to bed.
Yeah.
It was routine. She wouldn't start in my bed. She would just off do her thing, and then she got the 2:30 zoomies and just under my bed and around my just
Dude,
those fat feet running through the house. I'm like,
dude, she was a legend, man.
is she still in Ames or what?
She's in she's in Cedar Falls with Juan.
No,
Yeah, so
I thought you were gonna say Des Moines. I'm like,
still
I'm in
living.
Des Moines.
I'll go pick her up. Go kidnap her.
Yeah,
Just like you know who.
she's with Juan. She's got a sombrero on. And
Probably. She's living her best life. I'll get videos every so often. But dude, it was so sad. I know I've said it on here before, but when I went back to Cedar Falls to go see Juan and some friends, and I saw her there, and she didn't recognize me.
yeah,
It was the most.
that's how cats are, though.
Yeah, it was so depressing. I was like, but it also was like reassuring, like to see her like playing with the other cat.
Yeah,
And also
yeah.
like she ran up to Juan and was like, oh, like,
Right.
You know, like I was like, okay.
She probably remembers you. She's just like your friend Rico now. You're not.
Yeah, yeah. This is Daddy,
Yeah. This is Juan's my dad.
which good for her, man. Cool, man. Well, that's the pod, guys. That was the most fun, like second or like bottom half. I feel like we finished that.
God, that
I reckon.
how we started at 10:30. Call it.
Yeah, like 35, 40 maybe.
Jeez, we're gonna be over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's all good. Cool.
Whatever.
Well,
Fuck them. They'll still listen if they don't. We don't need them. Just kidding.
I'll go back and re-listen to this one because
Please listen to our podcast.
that was fun. Guys, check out the Patreon if you haven't already. Check out the YouTube. Keep sending us questions if you've got them. twotonedpod@gmail.com. YouTube is Two Toned Podcast.
Check out that band. What, Heart Bent?
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Check them out. Instagram, Heartband, if you're listening. Great stuff. Hopefully we can
Making
have
that
you on
sound.
sometime. Yeah, that was sweet. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're new to the podcast, thank you so much for checking us out. Hopefully you come back. But we'll see you all next time.
If you play guitar, go watch My Chemical Romance guitar covers.
Yeah. Dude, for next episode, I want to show you some... We should go through some cool live performances. Because there's a couple I've seen that are like I've been talking about it for a long time, like good duos and stuff like that have come out. But yeah,
Yeah, we could do like assuming singles will slow down because we just had 3 heaters and
yeah,
we can do like a top 5 live performance duos,
yeah, that'd be cool.
like Fortnite duos. Yeah. This is Ninja and Drake.
Yeah. This is White Boy 7th Street.
C Nanners coming back.
C Nanners, dang.
Optic Hutch. Or was he just Hutch? No, it was just Hutch. C Nanners Hutch.
Yeah.
White Boy 7th Street.
Was it?
And obviously Jesus. Remember him?
Did you ever listen to? We're going over time. Did you ever see? What was his name? Chris Smoove.
Chris Smoo with the ass clapper 130. I'm clapping
Splash.
ass.
Yeah, splash. It's like, I got the AC 130. Splash.
09 to 11 YouTube.
Dude,
Modern Warfare 2 was
he's
so
laying
good.
he's laying on that Chris Smoove mattress, camping.
They were all so good.
All right, y'all. We'll see you all next time. Peace.
Peace.